Chapter 1. Solana. A long time ago, in the serene, sprawling land of Paxandia, a 12-year-old girl named Ellea woke before dawn to pray for a miracle. She knelt on the cold wooden floor of her bedroom, her knees aching against the hard planks, and whispered the same desperate words she had whispered every morning for 3 months. "Please, Lord, please don't take her yet." When she finished, she rose and carried a basin of cool water down the hall to her mother's room. Solana lay propped against the pillows, her skin nearly translucent in the pale morning light. Ellea pressed a damp cloth to her forehead and pretended not to notice how thin the skin had become beneath her fingers. Solana's eyes fluttered open. "You're humming again, darling." Ellea hadn't realized. The tuneless melody escaped her lips whenever worry crept too close, a habit her mother had always found endearing, though now it felt like a confession of fear she couldn't hide. Before the illness, Solana had been the center of their small world. She moved through their cozy 2-story farmhouse with quiet grace, her long dark hair meticulously arranged in a single braid, thin streaks of silver glinting within it. She wore simple, natural-colored dresses that draped softly around her, reflecting her grounded nature. She had poured a wealth of knowledge into her only child, teaching Ellea to read, to write with a steady hand, to cook hearty meals, to keep their home spotless, to skillfully sew and knit. Her voice, naturally soft and patient, made every lesson a comfort as she introduced Ellea to the melodies of conversational French. But the most precious gift, the enduring light in Ellea's young life, was the unwavering faith Solana instilled in her, how to pray and how to trust in God's divine plan. Ellea's father, Paul Thomas, was a hard-working man whose hands were weathered and calloused from his labors. His thick, dark hair showed patches of gray at the temples, complementing his neatly shaved beard. His face was often etched with unspoken worry now, a silent testament to the burden he carried as he watched his wife fade. Their small farm was home to a handful of animals, which Ellea helped tend alongside the hired hands. 5 fluffy sheep, a loyal sheepdog named Hank, a sturdy horse, a patient donkey, and a flurry of chickens. Ellea delighted in assisting Horace, the kind caretaker, and found particular joy in befriending the wild creatures of the fields, the skittish bunny rabbits, and a lanky, curious foal. Every Sunday the family attended Mass, their faith a quiet cornerstone of their lives. Evenings after supper were reserved for sacred time. They would gather, reading passages from Scripture, their voices harmonizing in prayer. As Solana's illness deepened, this cherished ritual continued, their small family huddling together on her bed, finding solace and strength in their shared devotions. Then came a fateful Sunday evening in the grip of winter. The air was bitterly cold, biting at the windows, and the fire in the hearth seemed to shrink, its embers struggling to cast even a whisper of warmth. Solana looked particularly pale, her skin almost translucent, yet her will remained unyielding. She insisted they pray together, a family united, even as it was clear her strength was rapidly fading. After their prayers, Solana beckoned Ellea closer, her voice a fragile whisper. "Ellea, my darling, I fear my time on this earth is drawing to a close, as you well know. You must be strong, my brave girl, for yourself and for your father." This is just the beginning of Ellea's journey. If you want to follow her story, check the link to Amazon in my bio.